2, 1. Hi, this is Alcan. Welcome back to my channel. We got more information about Fannie Willis. This is coming from a publication called the Center Square. Says Georgia judge consider hearing among district attorneys controversy in the Trump case. This is from Casey Harper, the Center Square. Now, I don't know if this is a Republican or Democrat newspaper, so bear with me. Okay, it goes something like this. The accusation against Georgia District Attorney handling former President Trump's election interference indictment has ratcheted the controversy case to a new level. The judge overseeing the case says there will be a hearing in February to examine the allegations. So they're not in a hurry to do this. The scrutiny is tied to Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis hiring Nathan Wade, an outside prosecutor, to lead the prosecution of Trump. He's charged with conspiracy with others to charge the state's or change the state's 2020 presidential election results. Court filings show Wade was paid $250 an hour, totaling more than $650,000 for his work on the case. Now, the Atlanta Constitutional Journal has contributed to this article. Reviewed that the payments were made by Fulton County to the two other attorneys brought in the case, reportedly each received way under $100,000 for work at hourly rates of $250 and $150 throughout for far few hours. Wade was paid a lot more, and she was in church criticizing her critics and saying, "Yeah, but I hired two other people who were white, one male, one female." Well, see, the problem is the other two people that you hired, there's no allegation of you sleeping with them. So that's the reason why they're coming after you on Wade. I'm sure the wife was the one who banged both of them in. So, there is no fury as a woman scorned. All right, let's keep going. Trump's legal team in court filing last week says that Willis hired Wade because of their romantic relationship. Willis fired back in a statement at the Big Bethel AME Church in Atlanta on Sunday, accusing critics of racism. Playing the race card again. Isn't that lovely? I'm sure the old district attorney did the same thing, but he lost the election to Willis. So this is not the first time we had a DA questionable results. She touted Wade's qualifications for the role. And said that he is not paid more than any other prosecutor hired on the case. Willis did not address the claim that she had a romantic relationship with Wade. Well, there's a reason for that, because adultery is against the law in Georgia. So she admits it, denies it, and finds out that's the case, she could get prosecuted for that. Trump had pointed to these allegations, saying they have proof his case should be dropped. The House Judicial Committee, and I'm sorry if I can't pronounce any of these things, on Friday announced an investigation into Wade and Willis' relationship and the impact on Trump's indictment. House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan, a royal thorn on Willis' side, from Ohio, sent a letter to Wade about the potential conflict of interest and the political motivation for the Trump indictment, one of the four facing the president, and adding up to 91 criminal charges that could derail this case. Well, this case would have been the strongest one of all, but if this one were to disappear because of this scandal, it would send shockwaves to the justice community. The Committee on Judicial, I don't know how to pronounce these things, continue to conduct oversight of political motivated prosecution by the state and the local officials. The letter said, based on recent reports, we believe you possessed documents and information about the coordination of the Fulton County DA's office with other potential motivated investigators and prosecutors and the potential misuse of federal funds. So, yes, taxpayers across the country are getting screwed, not just in Fulton County, but across the nation. Wow. Yep. Accordingly, we asked for your cooperation with our oversight. Jordan pointed to the allegations that Wade took the money he received from Willis hiring and turned around and spent it on Willis. You know, the vacations, Napa, Florida, the 2 cruises, the hotel visits for when it's not business. The filing also alleged that while receiving a substantial amount of money from Fulton County, you spent extraordinary extravagance on lavish vacations with your boss, Miss Willis. Jordan wrote, although Miss Willis so far refused to cooperate with our oversight of the SCDAO's coordination with other political motivation prosecutors, invoice that you submitted for the payment by FCDAO and made public as part of these court filings highlight this collusion. This new information appears to substantiate our concerns that Ms. Wells' political prosecution, including the decisions to converse a special purpose grand jury, was aided by partisan Democrats in Washington, D.C. This is not getting any better. Jordan also points to the documents showing Wade took several trips to Washington, D.C. to meet with the White House. Jordan said that this shows that political coordination against Trump. The committee had serious concerns about the degree of improper coordination among politicized actors, including the Biden White House, to investigate and prosecute President Biden's chief political opponent. The letter said the new information released recently not only enforces the committee's concerns about the political motivation, prosecution by the state and the local officials. So, what I meant by earlier about that this would have a negative effect across the country, because you had way back's case in New York, Letitia James in New York State Court, and you got the Georgia case, of course, and you got Jack Smith's case in Florida and D.C. This case will send negative shockwaves to the other cases, because now they're going to be seen in a real negative light. They're going to be questioning where these other indictments are politically motivated. It won't stop the civil suits, Jean Carroll situation, but this situation, now it gets to the Supreme Court, it's not going to be very pleasant, because you can tell Clarence Thomas to he had to remove himself from this case. It's not going to happen. You're screwing with the guy, you're messing with the guy's wife, and then you're expecting him to remove himself? Ain't happening. At least Clarence Thomas is faithfully with his wife, unlike Wade. I keep saying that Wade stole paid from Tyler Perry's movie. Let that poor woman with no money, and she's the real victim, not Fannie Willis. So Fannie Willis could go to church saying, I'm a victim of racism, I'm a victim of sexualization, I could be a victim of everything, but no, you're not. If you're a victim of your own doing. So the thing is, you put this case in full blast, You got investigations now coming up to the gazoots. You don't have nowhere to go. Wade's ex-wife has you subpoena to come and testify at the divorce case. There's nowhere for you to go. You're screwed. Anyway, so this is Al Can't Say so on for now, and don't forget to stop. If we have more stories like this, we will bring it to you. And if you're in the Atlanta area, you should be playing that song Secret Lovers by Atlantic Star. Oh, by the way, it's with 2 R's, not 1. Yeah, bring it into the office, and especially if you're in the district attorney's office, you should be playing that song to drive them crazy. Bye, Atlanta.